Aloha, beautiful soul. You're listening to the Uplifting Podcast. I'm your host, Randy Lee. I am a soulful business coach and public speaker who is obsessed with human design and continuous growth and evolution. This podcast is for the soul-driven woman who is ready to energetically align with the highest version of herself so she can make quantum leaps in her life and business. My mission is to help you uncover your naked truth, the real you when you strip down all the conditioning and limiting beliefs around who you should be. Stop making excuses and step into your true power. Each week, I bring you powerful conversations with women who are taking up space and owning their zone of genius, as well as solo episodes from me to support your journey to live an authentic life. If you're ready to liberate your true self and up-level all areas of your life and business, then you've come to the right place. Thank you so much for pressing play. Now let's find out what's uplifting you today. Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Uplifting Podcast. Today, we're going to dive into a simple way that you can elevate your baseline frequency. Elevating your baseline frequency is how you become an energetic match for more high-frequency experiences, relationships, and opportunities in your life. Elevating your baseline frequency is really at the core of manifestation. We are manifesting all of the time, and we are manifesting based on what we are an energetic match for. And that is based on our baseline frequency. So what you're an energetic match for is equal to the frequency of your baseline frequency. One of the misconceptions about the law of attraction is that if you think any negative thought or you don't focus on being positive all of the time, then you're not going to be able to manifest. The law of attraction has been misconstrued to believe all we have to do is think positive thoughts and think about what it is that we desire and we'll manifest. But that's only actually part of the equation. Oftentimes when we just focus on positive thinking and focusing on the vision of what we desire, we can bypass our shadow frequencies. We can bypass the reality of what's going on and things that need to be addressed. And this can actually lower your baseline frequency. So even though you might be thinking positive thoughts, if you are bypassing something, if you're ignoring something, if you're suppressing something, if you're not allowing something to come through, to be fully felt, to be fully expressed, it's going to lower your baseline frequency. Just because a shadow might be showing up, that doesn't mean it will lower your baseline frequency. Your reaction to what is coming up, what's showing up in your life, that is what actually lowers or raises, elevates your baseline frequency. So when we talk about manifestation by design, we're really talking about a 4-step process. The first step is to connect with your desires. Then you do the work to be in energetic alignment with those desires, to be an energetic match with your desires. Then you take the physical action to be in integrity, and finally remain open to receive. And in each of these steps, there's a lot of things that we can be doing to align with those steps. But I think that often in our doing, it can come from fear and from this grasping energy. You know, especially in our open centers, we can feel like we need to do something, or we're not worthy or valuable, or there's something we need to prove, there's something else that we need to gain in order to manifest, in order to actually become an energetic match for what we desire. So we can get caught up in feeling like we're not doing enough, like we constantly have to be doing more in order to manifest. And this can actually lower our baseline frequency and make it more challenging for us to manifest. You know, you might be doing all of the things. You might be meditating. You might be doing affirmations. You might be, really focused on aligning with your design. But this can come often from a push, a force, a grasping energy instead of allowing. So in today's episode, I want to introduce a simpler way of elevating your baseline frequency so that you can begin to manifest what it is that you desire through becoming an energetic match. This method also does not bypass your shadows. It actually goes through your shadows in order to elevate your baseline frequency and unlock the higher frequencies of the gift and the city in your life. The Gene Keys is my primary way of working with the laws of the universe and with elevating my baseline frequency. Your hologenetic profile is a map of your shadow patterns, your gifts, and the cities, the highest expression of your energy. This is a roadmap to unlock the higher frequencies that is within your DNA. We're literally transforming on a cellular level. We're transforming our DNA through these light codes. So today I want to focus on the first sequence in the hologenetic profile, which is known as your activation sequence. The role of the activation sequence is to ground you in your physical body. This lays the foundation for a breakthrough in your life that's ongoing as you unlock your 4 prime gifts. So the activation sequence is made up of 4 spheres, and these are known as your prime gifts. These 4 spheres come from the gates in your conscious and unconscious sun and earth. These are your 4 cardinal directions. Your activation sequence is made up of 2 programming partners, the conscious sun and earth and the unconscious sun and earth. Programming partners are exact opposites. They're mirror opposites on the wheel, on the Rave Mandala, and they create a biofeedback loop that reinforces the theme of that gene key at every level of frequency. So at the shadow frequency, these opposing forces create a great challenge. Elevating your baseline frequency is really about finding balance between these 4 forces, these 4 cardinal directions. These 2 sets of programming partners, which are known as your life's work, your evolution, your radiance, and your purpose. Each of the 4 spheres in the activation sequence is connected by a pathway. The first pathway in the hologenetic profile that connects the spheres of your life's work and evolution is known as the pathway of challenge. Your conscious sun and earth are the first set of programming partners that are connected by this pathway of challenge. And they create a core challenge in your life that you're here to allow, accept, and embrace so that you can shatter the victim consciousness and unlock the gifts of your life's work and evolution. Your life's work, which comes from your conscious sun, shows you the inner and outer work you will do in this lifetime. This is the primary masculine archetype in your chart. Your life's work is connected with what you're here to do in the world. At the shadow frequency, this is really the inner work that you're here to do. This is going to be something that you come up against repeatedly in your life. The key is to allow, accept, and embrace. When you do this, you unlock the gift, and the clarity around how you bring this gift into your life's work will come over time. The line of your life's work is how you're here to express your gifts. Line 1 is known as the creator. This is the foundation of the hexagram. It's bringing new things into the world. Your path moves from insecurity to self-empowerment, which requires the courage to look outward with patience and gentleness. Line 2 is the dancer. Your invitation is to trust the fluid expression of your natural gifts. Your path moves from outer comparison to natural relating, which requires the courage to listen and express yourself passionately. Line 3, you are the changer. Your invitation is to truly enjoy your dynamic experience of life. Your path moves from avoidance to joyful and honest commitment, which requires the courage to adapt to life's changes with presence and compassion. Line 4, you're the server. Your invitation is to share your authentic love in service to the whole. Your path moves from fixed and frozen views to heartfelt honesty, which requires the courage to connect with others with your magnetic authenticity. Line 5, you're the fixer. Your invitation is to lead with efficiency and respect. If you're a line 5, you offer practical solutions to solve problems. Your path moves from a defensive victim mind to charismatic practicality, which requires the courage to powerfully express your genius responsibly. Line 6, you're the teacher. Your invitation is to nurture your vision of tomorrow with patience. If you're a 6 line, you go through 3 life stages. And so it's really important that you nurture this vision over the long term and focus on the bigger picture. Your path moves from isolation to embodied wisdom, which requires the courage to be a role model of peace, trust, and compassion. Your evolution is your conscious earth, and this grounds you in your life's work. It centers and brings you back into your body. This is the primary feminine archetype in your chart. This gene key will be your biggest teacher. It represents what you're here to learn. The sphere of your evolution is also one of 3 trigger points on the golden path. This trigger point shatters victim consciousness. At the shadow frequency of your evolution, this is where you experience pain or uncertainty. At the gift, this is where you accept and embrace your challenges. It emerges as you release the victim mentality. The line represents your biggest challenge and your greatest teacher. So for line 1, that's going to be about self and empowerment. Your challenge in life and your greatest teacher is going to be related to how self-assured or inadequate you feel. Line 2 is about passion and relationships. Your challenge in life and your greatest teacher is about feeling safe expressing your confidence and to receive feedback from those close to you. Line 3 is about energy and experience. Your life is all about searching for experience, so it's important to let go of expectations. There is no such thing as failure, only lessons. For line 4, it's about love and community. Your challenge in life and your greatest teacher is going to be about finding balance between being alone and being with others. Line 5 is about power and projection. You have a profound effect on people and don't really know why. Your challenge in life and your greatest teacher is going to be about finding personal and professional boundaries. For line 6, it's about education and surrender. You move through the story of all 6 of the lines in a single lifetime. So your challenge in life and your greatest teacher is going to be about learning to trust and surrender to the fate of your own path. Come celebrate another year around the sun by diving deep into the true essence of your soul. Introducing the Soul Alchemy Retreat. January 22nd, 2022 is the start of the Human Design New Year. For 5 days, you will journey deep into one of your gene keys to unlock a breakthrough, an epiphany that's been hidden within your DNA. This breakthrough will be a catalyst for more clarity, dedication, and focus so that you can fully express the true essence of who you are in service to the world. The epiphany that you unlock will be exactly what you need in your life and will be unique to you. Each person's breakthrough will be different. This is about learning to trust that you are always where you need to be and that everything is unfolding in divine timing. This retreat experience is about remembering who you are, connecting with your inherent worth and value, and witnessing the power that is already inside of you become manifested. You will learn how to become a soul alchemist and transform your shadows into your creative genius so that you can use any situation in your life as an opportunity for transformation and expansion. You will leave with a deep sense of trust in yourself, your life path, and that the universe is always supporting you so that you can take action from a heart-centered place instead of allowing fear to paralyze you. The Soul Alchemy Retreat is being held January 22nd to 26th, 2022 on the island of Oahu. You will witness the full spectrum from the shadow to the city of your gene key through being surrounded and connected to nature. The Soul Alchemy Retreat is about bringing these keys alive and moving out of just the intellectual understanding into the embodied experience of living these keys. You will be surrounded by a soul community of other Gene Keys Voyagers who are going on this journey alongside you. You will learn more about your specific gene key and those that others choose for their breakthrough than you would simply through reading the textbook. When you leave, you will have the resources to continue to unlock further breakthroughs on your own or with those that you connect with at the retreat. Due to the depth of the transformation, we're consciously limiting the enrollment to keep the retreat as intimate as possible. Get on the wait list now to receive $222 off enrollment and first access to the limited number of spots. I can't wait to celebrate the Human Design New Year with you in Hawaii and witness the breakthrough that occurs in our 5 days together as you dive into the power of one of your gene keys. The next pathway in the hologenetic profile that connects the sphere of your evolution to your radiance is known as the pathway of breakthrough. This pathway is where you cross over from your conscious earth to your unconscious sun. So in the sphere of your life's work and evolution, we were talking about your conscious sun and earth. Now we're moving over to your unconscious sun in your radiance. This pathway of breakthrough is where you unlock unconscious patterns that are holding you back. As you begin to take ownership over the shadow patterns in your life's work and evolution and transform the core challenge in your life, you trigger a breakthrough. This breakthrough is brought about by your ongoing contemplation and increased awareness. The sphere of your radiance comes from your unconscious sun, and this is what keeps you healthy and how you shine your light. At a shadow frequency, this is going to be present when you do things that aren't healthy for you. It's one of the most powerful forces that can undermine you in your life. This is another reason why this can be really powerful in manifestation, because bringing awareness to these unconscious patterns that come from your unconscious sun and your radiance and your unconscious earth and your purpose, these are going to be unconscious patterns that hold you back, that prevent you from establishing core stability in your life. So this can be why you have a breakthrough. You might make a leap in your life, but then self-sabotage starts to show up and you end up going back to where you were and you never seem to actually make any real or lasting progress. Transforming the frequency of your unconscious sun and earth is extremely powerful. At the gift frequency of your radiance, it's about becoming more healthy internally and externally. The first sign that you start to see when you're coming into the gift of your radiance is that you start to slow down. The line of your radiance is the setting that you need to unlock your inner light. For line 1, it's about solitude. You need physical and mental solitude in order to experience a breakthrough. Line 2, it's about marriage. Your breakthrough requires biofeedback. So that is like when you're in nature, in movement, or with someone else. So it needs to have someone else or some other energy. That's what the marriage is about. So it can be energy from movement, energy from nature, or being with somebody else. For line 3, it's about interaction. Breakthrough requires diversity and change. You need to be in the thrill of life. For line 4, it's about friendship. This is the path of the humanitarian. So your radiance is rooted in aloneness that is directed towards helping people. For line 5, it's about impact. You have a higher purpose to make a wide impact on society. Your light shines through by leading and guiding others. If you have a line 6 here, it's about nurture. You have an inner dream that needs continual nurturing. You need experience and magnetism to make this dream a reality. The final pathway in the activation sequence connects your radiance to your purpose, and it's known as the pathway of core stability. This is your physiological response to the challenges that life throws at you. Your core stability determines if you're going to break through, break down, or break up when faced with a challenge. Again, this can be something that really starts to self-sabotage you. It's unconscious. This is from your unconscious sun and earth. Core stability is about becoming more rooted and comfortable in your physical body, and it's the true marker of inner strength. So when you have core stability, you're able to respond to life rather than react to it. You learn the lessons that your shadows are here to teach, and you unlock your true purpose. Core stability is needed in order for your true purpose and power to fully emerge. The last sphere in the activation sequence is known as your purpose. This is also the first sphere in the Venus sequence, which is the second sequence on the golden path. Your purpose comes from your unconscious earth, and your purpose is less about what you're here to do. It's more about who you're here to be. It's about the level of consciousness that you're here to express. At the shadow, this can be what pulls you away from the present moment and makes you feel out of place in your body. At the gift, this is that quality of consciousness you're here to express in your life's work, and it's unlocked when you come to terms with your past. It's a gift that you need to feel physically. The line is where you're designed to express your essence and feel your purpose in your body. Line 1 is in the bones. You need to view your body as a temple and be anchored deeply at the core of your body. For line 2, it's posture. You find core stability through your spine. Radiance emerges through the fluidity of your purpose. Line 3 is movement. Core stability comes through movement and energy rather than stillness. Line 4, it's breath. You have the ability to bring others in harmony with the rhythm of life through the breath. Line 5 is voice. Your gift must be spoken and shared. Core stability is connected to the way you communicate with others. Line 6 is intent. This is a cellular awareness that is streaming through the physical body. Core stability comes from allowing your aura to do the talking. The purpose of your activation sequence is to ground you in your physical body and unlock your genius. It's the path to self-illumination through contemplation. This, for me, has been the simplest way to elevate my baseline frequency. By simply allowing, accepting, and embracing these 4 shadows in my life, by bringing awareness to those challenges, and taking responsibility for my reaction, for how I'm dealing with them. That has allowed me to unlock the gifts and be in the gift frequency more frequently. And this has, in return, has brought in more high frequency experiences, relationships, more abundance, more prosperity, more love, more bliss. And it hasn't been through doing anything externally. It's really been about the inner work that I've done to elevate my baseline frequency. And this is why I believe that this is the simplest way that we can start to manifest more of what we desire in our lives in a way that no longer bypasses these shadow frequencies. Because your shadow frequencies are a great gift. They are a beautiful gift because they are the seed to higher consciousness. It's only through the shadow that we unlock the gift. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and that you found it valuable and have been inspired to start to dance with your shadows, to start to shift your perspective around your shadows so that you can elevate your baseline frequency, so you can experience more love, fulfillment, joy, and share that, pour that into the world. Because your cup will be overflowed when you do this work. I'll see you in the next episode. Aloha. Thank you so much for sharing a piece of your day with me. I know you could literally be anywhere else doing anything else, so the fact that you've chosen to be here with me means the world. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. My favorite thing is connecting with you on Instagram. So come follow me at I am Randy Lee and take a screenshot of this episode to let me know what resonated with you the most or what your biggest takeaways are. You can also rate and review the podcast on iTunes, which helps get the podcast heard by more people. I personally read all of the reviews and love hearing how I can continue to improve this podcast for you. Don't forget that you are uniquely made and that is your superpower. Until next time, stay uplifted.